everyone, my name is Teacher Abigail and I am a full-time teacher with VIPKid, and I have been for the last 8 months. I have absolutely loved it, and so now I've made it my mission to help new teachers and applicants get through the hiring process and get hired on with this dream job as quickly as possible and just get on to the teaching part and kind of skip through all the application parts, because I know that can be kind of daunting for people at the beginning. I'm making this video because I realized I have made so many videos about why I work for VIPKid, reasons to work for the company, what I think about the negative reviews, why they exist and what they really mean. I have talked about so many different aspects of teaching with this company already on my channel, but one thing that I have not made a video about is simply how to get hired. And today we're going to break it down into just a few simple steps to make it completely easy for you, and you will get hired on literally in no time. If you look through all of the reviews online, employee reviews, Indeed.com, Glassdoor, etc., you will see many people complaining about the hiring process, saying that it's challenging, it is daunting, there are too many different steps to it, it's too rigorous. And what I would like to say is the reason that the hiring process has so many different steps is because they do all of their training for teachers up front. Once you're hired, there is pretty much no oversight. The parents give you feedback on your classes, but the company is never intervening, looking at your classes, giving you feedback. So all of that teaching feedback has to happen up front to make sure that you're completely prepared for teaching before you're just thrown into it. And that all happens during the hiring process. But I will say that it is so much easier if you have a mentor, someone who's been through it, someone who's seen a lot of other people through it, and someone who can guide you through the process. And if you would like me to be your mentor, then just fill out your application with my link below, or you can shoot me an email and ask me your questions, leave me a comment, whatever works easiest for you. So let's just get right into it. Step number 1 to applying with VIPKid. This step is so simple, but I always say that I feel the easiest first simple step is actually the hardest, because you have to get over those mental roadblocks and hurdles. You must just decide that you're going to apply for this job, that you're going to go for it no matter the outcome, and you're going to put your heart into it if it's something that you want to do. The application form only takes about 30 seconds to fill out. It just asks you a few basic questions, like about your education, about your background, where you grew up, how much experience you have. The main things on this application form to remember are: A, make sure you put down that you have at least a bachelor's degree, because that is required to work for the company. B, make sure you put down that you live in the US or Canada, that you are a citizen of one of those countries and are a native English speaker. And 3, make sure you put down that you have 2+ years of teaching experience, because this is loosely defined as literally any leadership role with kids. It could be coaching, mentoring, volunteer work, literally anything. And if you're unsure if your experience counts, just leave me a message or a comment and I will help you work through that part of the application. So you fill that out, and then if you did it right, you should immediately get invited to interview. And the key with this section is to know that you don't have to do your interview with an actual person. You can actually just simply record your interview. This is what I did. It's what a lot of people do. It makes it so much easier. It takes a ton of the pressure off. You record on your own time. You can record as many times as you want to before submitting it, and it just makes it so much easier. So after you submit that initial recorded interview, you will hear back from the company within a few days about whether or not they're interested in hiring you. And if they are, then you move on to the next phase. And actually at this point, if you are accepted when you submit your recorded interview video, you are actually already hired on with the company, which is just the amazing thing about this new hiring process, which means that at this point you are only getting certified in different levels. So I'll do a whole separate video on the certification portion of the interview, but at this point, once they've received and approved your recorded interview, you are hired, guys. That is it. And after that, you cannot fail. And that's what people forget about the hiring process. After that, it's all about training yourself how to teach with the company, deciding what levels you want to certify for, and then kind of performing those different classes in front of a mentor that kind of pretends to be a student, and they will just give you feedback on your teaching, help you improve, and you will just continue kind of taking practice lessons until they think you're ready to become a teacher. So the interview portion is now only the initial application and a recorded demo that you send into the company, and after that point you are in the clear, and it's all just about training yourself to be the best teacher you can be before you start getting classes. So I hope this was helpful getting you started on your interview process. I know it seems like a lot of steps, but trust me, it's so much easier after you fill out the initial application, because you'll see it laid out for you. You'll be in the applicant portal and you will see step 1, step 2, step 3 all clearly laid out and instructions for each, and you'll have access to all the resources that all applicants and teachers do, and believe me, it is just so much easier after that point. So my recommendation to you, if you're looking into the company and you're qualified and you're interested, would be just fill out that 30-second application, see if it goes through, and if it does, record your interview and just go ahead and get yourself hired on and get yourself started training to become a teacher, because there is literally no better time to start teaching with this company. They're just a booming company and growing more and more. There's over 500,000 students with the site now and over 60,000 teachers. So this is the time to just sign on to become a teacher and to start building your base of students, because this is the leading online ESL company, and trust me guys, they're just going to continue to grow. They're expanding to over 100 countries, getting all kinds of press, and now is just really the time to jump on the bandwagon. If you have any other questions, need help with any other concerns, or anything that you have some kind of confusion about through this whole process, please feel free to leave me a comment, shoot me an email, check out my blog, really wherever you want to go for your information, and I would be more than happy to help you and make this whole process as smooth and easy as possible. Thank you so much for watching this video, and good luck teaching. Bye guys!